Is we are going to be doing different natural deodorant recipes. Now, I've tried a few different natural deodorants. The biggest thing I have is it's like some of them just are aluminum free and they still have other chemicals in them. And like the aluminum is the biggest thing that I don't want to have because I have PCOS and aluminum has been proven to cause cysts on your ovaries or whatever. So I'm trying to reduce that in my life if I can. I'm actually going to be putting the recipes into like Old Spice jars, so I'm just peeling the sticker remnants off of this right now. Okay, already off not to a great start. Like this won't peel, but anyways, so one of the recipes is like, well, there's multiple recipes on this page, but it's essentially using baking soda as the odor eliminator and then mixing it with either like cornstarch, water, or like shea butter or coconut butter. So I think what I'm going to do is, because the consistency of cornstarch is closer to what, like, I don't know, like it's more powdery, like to absorb the moisture. So I think what I want to do is baking soda, cornstarch, and then if I'm applying it and it's just like too powdery, add some coconut oil to it. Okay, I had to go upstairs and get baking soda. I actually use baking soda to take pee out of the mattress when we have nighttime accidents. Like Beckett is mostly potty trained, but I would say like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, we have an accident. Anyways, so if you want a video on that, like it works really well to get the odor out, but anyways, so I did wash this out, and so there's definitely water in here. So maybe that's enough water for the mixture. So this is 1 teaspoon baking soda, and then it says 6 parts of cornstarch. Now my biggest thing is I don't want to be like shaking powder into my hand and then patting my armpits. Like that's why stick deodorant is so convenient, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna kind of play with this, see what works. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on, and for each one I'm gonna be testing for a day to see how it wears throughout the day. I'm not gonna like keep it on for 3 days if it's not like working. So we're just gonna do 1 day at a time. Yeah, very scientific research going on. So I'm gonna put this on and see how it lasts throughout the day. Okay, so I have given this a solid try. So what baking soda does is make your skin more alkaline, which dries it out a little bit. So that helps because sweat is largely like moisture. So if you don't have the sweat moisture there, then you're not stinking as much, I guess. So I have just been not wearing deodorant most days, especially if I'm at home with the kids or like, you know, I'm not going out anywhere. I'm essentially finding a substitute here for like when I go out and I don't want to have to worry about it as much. So this generally helped. Like I didn't get a lot of moisture, and like I said, sweat's moisture, so without that you don't smell as much. It doesn't have a smell to it though, so maybe a fragrance is what we need. I don't know. I did also like that it was a powder. It like absorbed any moisture that was there, and I felt dry, which is nice. So the goal I'm looking for here is not something I can wear every day, because I don't wear deodorant every day anyways. And I actually find the more I do that, the more my body like adjusts to it. Like now if I put on aluminum deodorant, it's like my body reacts to it and I start sweating profusely. Like I would rather be stinky than have aluminum in my pits, making my PCOS worse. But this I actually did like, and if I was feeling sweaty, I would just reapply, and it like dried everything up right away. So that was nice. So because the baking soda dries though, so some people like to add the coconut oil to make it more moisturizing. So anyways, we're still gonna try another recipe. So all of the natural deodorants I see have the same base ingredients, a fragrance of some kind, so usually essential oils, cornstarch, baking soda, and coconut oil. Again, that's just to make it more like a stick deodorant. So yeah, we're gonna make more of a moisture stick one today. Again, I don't know how to rate this one until I try this, but we'll get back to that one later. So I've melted some coconut oil. Honestly, different sites have different kinds of quantities of everything. So I'm just going to put tea tree oil until I'm happy with it. So tea tree oil is antibacterial, and if I am remembering correctly, I will correct myself otherwise if I'm wrong about this, but if I remember correctly, the reason sweat smells is because it's mixing with bacteria on your skin, and the reaction with that causes the odor. So I'm thinking if we add something antibacterial like tea tree oil, that would help. So that's why I'm using that essential oil. Okay, so I put maybe a tablespoon of coconut oil, melted it, put some tea tree oil, and then what is this? Half a teaspoon? No, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm gonna mix that around. I'm not even following a recipe, but I just know that those are the base ingredients, and I know that the baking soda and cornstarch, I enjoyed what it did. Like I said, kept me dry, removed the sweat. I fail to think that any of these will last 24 hours, especially if you're making it at home. It's not the same as having, aluminum blocking your pores from sweating. That's effective, but not what I want in my body, I think I did a perfect mix. Yeah, so like a tablespoon of each. So equal parts of everything. That's the recipe I did. You can do whatever you want, but that's the recipe I did. Equal parts of everything. Baking soda, cornstarch, and coconut oil, equal parts, and then as many drops of essential oils as your heart desires. I was like so on board with the powder until I see this. Like, this is like, honestly, I just made like a pretty decent deodorant. The consistency is like that of maybe something in between a gel deodorant and a stick deodorant, which is like perfect. So, and I love the smell. So already loving this one. So I'm going to try that for a few days and get back to you guys. Okay, so by far I like the coconut oil recipe that you would have just seen me make. I've used it for a few days now. I love it. The other one was apple cider vinegar, and I just tried that today, and I gotta say, like, it just wasn't, like, it was not good. It just smelled like apple cider vinegar to me. Like, maybe if your goal is to like change the scent to apple cider vinegar instead of BO, maybe that's good. Like, for me, it didn't work. I'm sure it could help some other people, but like, here's my ratings, okay? The first one, the cornstarch and baking soda, it's super simple and easy to make. Pretty much everybody has those things in their pantry. So if you didn't have like the essential oils or the coconut oil, that's a good recipe for at-home deodorant. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because it did the job. I just personally don't like the powder. And then the second recipe we did, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Honestly, like when I was making it, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna find anything that will mask the smell for as long as a regular deodorant. I really do think that this did the job. Like, so with the cornstarch and baking soda, let's say, so I wore a shirt all day. At the end of the day, you could, like, if I take that shirt, you can still smell a little bit of BO in the pits or whatever. But like, this is so scientific. But when I was using the one with the coconut oil and the tea tree oil, I guess the tea tree oil really made a difference, because all you could smell on my shirts was just a very faint smell of tea tree oil, and that's it. So I am like blown away by this one. Like, this is like a solid deodorant. 10 out of 10. The apple cider vinegar, it's not really a recipe, but I mean, I did try it today. 2 out of 10 because at least it smells a little different than BO. So those are my reviews of 3 different natural deodorant recipes, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I honestly found something that worked for me, and maybe, you know, you try it and you like it too. I don't know. I think it's perfect. It's 4 ingredients, nothing harsh. I enjoyed this experiment. I hope you guys did too. Thank you for coming along for the ride. And I hope you guys remove some chemicals in your life, especially the ones in your pits causing cysts on your ovaries. Okay. That's so serious, but thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.